Welcome to our channel. Today we'll dive into how, in 2025, 17 prominent figures from the GBS community shocked the world by coming out or being revealed as gay or bisexual after being married to women. Some used their marriages as a cover, while others bravely divorced to embrace their true selves. What drove them to take such bold steps? These inspiring stories, hidden truths, and journeys to freedom will captivate you. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on these incredible real-life stories. From a broken marriage to a gay admission, the inspiring story of Peter Allen. Peter Allen, a famous singer and talented songwriter, made a lasting impression on the entertainment world with his hits and unique performing style. Throughout his career, he was known not only for his talent, but also for his personal life, which was marked by tragedy and turmoil. One of the most significant turning points in his life was his relationship with actress Liza Minnelli. The couple married in 1967, capturing the world's attention. However, their marriage lasted only 7 years. Things took a tense turn when Liza Minnelli discovered Peter Allen in bed with another man. This incident led to a highly publicized and dramatic divorce, leaving everyone stunned by the change in their lives. After the marriage ended, Peter Allen, who was considered a symbol in the entertainment industry, decided to share a truth he had long kept hidden. He publicly admitted that he was gay, something that was not easy for many to do at the time. This admission marked a pivotal moment in Peter Allen's life. Living authentically not only gave him more freedom, but also became part of a revolution in accepting and advocating for the rights of the LGBTQ+ community. In the years that followed, Allen began a deep relationship with Gregory Connell, his partner. The two were together for a long time, and Allen shared that their relationship was filled with love and support. However, Peter Allen's life wasn't always smooth. Both he and Gregory Connell sadly passed away due to complications related to AIDS. Their passing left a significant impact on the LGBTQ+ community and their fans. Despite the challenges and tragedies he faced, Peter Allen's story remains incredibly important in advancing acceptance and recognition of LGBTQ+ rights in the entertainment industry. Peter Allen was not only a talented artist, but also a pioneer in bringing LGBTQ+ stories to the big stage. His story reminds us of the importance of living authentically, regardless of the pressures and expectations of society. Through his contributions, Peter Allen paved the way for other LGBTQ+ artists to live and express themselves more freely in the entertainment industry. What do you think of Peter Allen's life and career? What inspiration can his story offer to today's LGBTQ+ community? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to follow for more fascinating stories.
Right. I'm afraid you've been let go from this morning.
Philip Schofield, coming out and the acceptance from his wife. Philip Schofield, the famous host of This Morning, has always been a role model for professionalism and creativity in the television industry. However, his personal life story has recently attracted significant public attention. Philip had been married to Stephanie Lowe for over 27 years, and together they raised 2 wonderful daughters, building a happy and stable family life. Although their married life seemed stable, Philip made the bold decision to reveal an important truth about himself. He confirmed that he is gay, a decision he had kept private for many years. Remarkably, despite the shock this revelation may have caused for many, his wife, Stephanie, showed unwavering support for this decision. Not only did she accept it, but she also stood firmly by his side throughout the journey. Despite the challenges, the relationship between Philip and Stephanie remains strong. Stephanie is not only his wife, but also his companion, always supporting him during critical moments. The couple consistently expresses love and respect for each other, and Philip often expresses his admiration for his wife. He calls her amazing and continuously shows gratitude for the love and support she has given him. Although Philip has come out, his relationship with his wife has not been shaken. He affirmed that he remains committed to their marriage and has no intention of ending it. This stands as a powerful testament to the strength of love and understanding within a family, showing that even with challenges and changes in life, love can still thrive and grow. The story of Philip Schofield and Stephanie Lowe is a deeply inspiring example of how relationships can be strengthened and maintained despite changes in personal life. It also serves as a reminder that acceptance and support can help individuals overcome difficult moments, and that love doesn't always follow a predetermined pattern. Philip's decision to come out has sparked discussions about freedom of self-expression and the importance of having loved ones by your side to support you through life's journey. Stories like this remind us that, despite challenging moments, love and understanding can be the strength that helps a family overcome all obstacles. What do you think about Philip Schofield's decision? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to follow for more touching stories.
Oh, my darling, are you having another...
Rock Hudson. The secret marriage and hidden life of a Hollywood star. You've probably heard of Rock Hudson, one of the biggest stars of Hollywood in the 1950s and 1960s. People often remember him for his roles in romantic films and for embodying the image of the ideal man on screen. But the story of his real life is very different. Did you know that he had to hide a significant part of himself for many years? In 2013, some secret records were revealed, shedding light on some of the biggest secrets of Rock Hudson's life. One of the most surprising revelations was his marriage to Phyllis Gates in 1958. It is known that they married when Rock was at the peak of his career. However, few people knew that throughout their marriage, Phyllis suspected Rock's sexual orientation. She even hired a private detective to investigate. The evidence collected led Phyllis to speak out, accusing Rock of having sexual relations with young men and claiming that he used her as a cover to maintain his image as a heterosexual man in the public eye. This story certainly surprised many, but it's also quite understandable. At that time, the entertainment industry and the public were not accepting of the truth about gay people, especially famous stars. Rock, like many of his colleagues in the industry, had to live under the constant surveillance of the media and the expectations of society. Hiding his true identity must have been an immense challenge. This wasn't just a crack in Rock's marriage, but also a symbol of the difficulties he faced while hiding a part of himself just to maintain his career. He couldn't live authentically because if he did, his career might collapse. Imagine having to play a role that isn't truly you for such a long time. It's not an easy thing to do, right? However, Rock Hudson's story isn't just a tragedy. After his marriage to Phyllis, he courageously came out as gay, a strong and brave decision. Despite the many challenges and tragedies in his life, this moment opened a door for the LGBTQ+ community in the entertainment industry, which at the time was still very closed off and conservative. Rock Hudson's story remains a reminder of the struggles that people in the LGBTQ+ community have faced and continue to face, especially in the entertainment industry. His journey contributed to raising awareness and creating opportunities for people like him to live authentically and more openly. Despite the hardships Rock Hudson faced throughout his life, he remains a symbol in Hollywood history. His story makes us reflect on acceptance, the freedom to live authentically, and the sacrifices a star has to make when living under the shadow of society's expectations.
Have huge nights tomorrow night, because tomorrow night NCIS and NCI.
Do you know the story of Mark Harron, the famous American actor? Mark Harron, now 61 years old, is a well-known name in the entertainment industry. However, what has captured public attention is not only his talent, but also his brief marriage to the legendary Judy Garland. The two married in Las Vegas in 1965, creating an event that many admired. But unexpectedly, This marriage only lasted for 5 months before ending in a highly publicized divorce. Are you curious about the reason behind their separation? The main cause is believed to be Heron's sexual orientation. He had a deeply emotional relationship with Henry Brandon, a prominent figure in the entertainment world at the time. What's interesting is that this relationship lasted for many decades and only ended when Brandon passed away in the 1990s. Heron's life story truly piques curiosity. Marrying Judy Garland alone was enough to put him in the spotlight, but it was his enduring relationship with Brandon that truly revealed the true essence of who he was. Heron lived authentically, despite the harsh societal prejudices of that time. What do you think about marrying a legend and then building a love that lasts for decades? For Heron, it must have been a challenging yet meaningful journey. What's special is that, although his marriage to Judy Garland was short-lived, it was still a significant milestone in his life. Many of Garland's fans were shocked to learn about this relationship, and perhaps felt regretful for a relationship that seemed perfect. On the other hand, Heron's relationship with Brandon had a completely different tone. It was a love full of understanding and perseverance, overcoming all prejudices and the test of time. If you're looking for an inspiring love story, this one is sure to make you reflect. So what are your thoughts on Mark Heron's life journey? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to follow the channel for more fascinating stories.
I want to keep people guessing.
Michael C. Hall's powerful admission, not identifying as heterosexual. You probably remember Michael C. Hall, the guy who became famous for his role as Dexter in the hit series of the same name, right? Certainly, everyone must have been impressed with Dexter, a forensic expert, but in reality, he leads quite a private life. However, today I want to share something more interesting about Michael that you may not know. In 2008, during an interview with the Daily Beast, Michael C. Hall shocked the world by admitting something very personal. He doesn't completely identify as heterosexual. Although he was in a long-term relationship with Morgan McGregor, his current wife, he confessed that he doesn't necessarily adhere to traditional labels when it comes to sexual orientation. Sounds hard to believe, right? At that time, Michael explained that while he had always considered himself heterosexual, he didn't feel confined by that label. He shared that his sexual orientation is flexible and not entirely tied to predefined definitions. The way he spoke about himself, with ease and without fear or hesitation, really made me reconsider society's usual labels. This undoubtedly caused quite a bit of surprise and controversy, but I find it very impressive. He didn't hesitate to share such a private part of his life with the public. And to me, that's something to be admired. You might think that doing so could cause him difficulties, but in reality, this openness sparked an important discussion about the fluidity of sexual orientation and personal identity. I believe Michael's admission had a profound impact. Society is becoming increasingly open to accepting gender and sexual diversity, and I think his sharing created a safe space for others to live authentically without the fear of being judged. He helped break down barriers of prejudice, and that's a wonderful thing. Although Michael doesn't fully identify as heterosexual, his relationship with Morgan is still strong. This once again proves that love doesn't always follow rigid labels. It's truly about connection, understanding, and mutual respect. What a meaningful message. So what do you think of Michael's openness? Do you think his admission can help change the way we view sexual orientation and identity? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to follow me for more fascinating stories.
I mean, you seem very up and very happy, but are there moments where you break down?
I do.
The secret behind Al Reynolds' marriage, bisexual admission and speculation. Al Reynolds, the man who once made waves in the investment banking world, had a highly publicized marriage to famous lawyer Star Jones in 2004. This couple garnered significant media attention for their happy life together, but not long after, a major change occurred. They announced the end of their marriage after just 3 years, leaving the public stunned. In 2007, Star Jones shocked everyone when she publicly announced she would be ending their marriage. In an interview, she clearly stated that the reason was due to irreconcilable differences in their married life. Everything seemed fairly typical, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. When Star revealed that she believed Al Reynolds might be gay, his private life suddenly became a hot topic in the media. However, Al Reynolds, who had always been private about his personal life, did not rush to address the rumors surrounding his sexuality. He explained that he wanted to maintain a clear separation between his public image and personal life. This meant he didn't want to publicly address sensitive matters, despite the curiosity from the public. Nonetheless, the story didn't end there. In 2008, after the couple had officially separated, Star Jones reignited the speculation about Al's sexual orientation, and the media continued to dig into his private life. Although he didn't directly address it, public opinion gradually shaped an image of Al Reynolds as a man living in ambiguity about himself. People were curious, constantly speculating and searching for answers. Then, in 2017, a major shock occurred. Al Reynolds finally spoke out. He publicly admitted that he is bisexual, officially confirming the rumors that had surrounded his personal life for many years. This admission not only marked a turning point in Al's life, but also opened up an important discussion about the fluidity of sexual orientation and personal identity. Al Reynolds' admission was particularly meaningful, not just for him, but for many others as well. As society becomes increasingly open to gender and sexual diversity, stories like Al's are proof that living authentically is not only important, but also an act of courage that deserves respect. His story also helps people realize that not everyone can easily live according to the sexual labels imposed by society. Although Al Reynolds faced considerable pressure from the public and the media, his decision to publicly acknowledge his sexuality brought him freedom and allowed him to enter a new phase in his life. He not only proved that he had the right to live authentically, but also inspired courage in others to express themselves freely without fear of judgment. So what do you think about Al Reynolds' admission? Can we learn anything from his story about openness and self-acceptance? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to follow for more fascinating stories about celebrities.
Anyway, hi.
Elgin Charles Williams, the journey of living true to himself and embracing his sexual orientation. Elgin Charles Williams, the renowned hairstylist and reality TV star from the show Beverly Hills Fabulous, built his name from 1996 to 2003. With his classy and charismatic approach to his work, Elgin became an icon in the beauty industry. However, few people knew that behind his success was a personal story full of secrets that Elgin would only decide to share with the public in 2011. In an appearance on a television show, Elgin openly revealed his sexual orientation. He admitted that over the years, he had been involved in multiple relationships with different partners and proudly shared that he is bisexual. This revelation was not only surprising, but also marked a significant turning point in both his personal life and career. What makes Elgin even more special is his openness about his feminine AF-style identity, which has always been an important part of his personal essence. Elgin did not hesitate to share the unique aspects of his being, and this created a new space for the LGBTQ+ community and anyone seeking freedom in expressing themselves. This revelation not only allowed Elgin to live true to himself, but also sent a powerful message about freedom, openness, and self-acceptance. In fact, his decision to come out became a milestone in his career. It stands as proof that it is never too late to live authentically. For Elgin, life is not just about outward success. It is about the courage to face the deepest parts of one's soul and express one's true self. He has proven that no matter what profession you're in, living true to who you are is the most important thing. So, what do you think about Elgin's courageous journey? Leave your thoughts in the comments below this video. See you in the next video.
Los héroes, sea cual fuere la idea que tengáis de ellos, son mortales, no divinos.
Tony Richardson, the life and inspirational revelation of a legendary director's sexual orientation. Tony Richardson, one of the greatest directors of the 20th century, made a significant mark in cinematic history with groundbreaking works such as Tom Jones. This film earned him the Best Director award at the 1964 Academy Awards, solidifying his talent in the film industry. However, beyond his illustrious career, his personal life was also filled with fascinating stories, some of which were little known to the public. Richardson married the famous actress Vanessa Redgrave in 1962, forming one of the entertainment industry's power couples. The two had two beautiful daughters, but their relationship lasted only until 1967. After their divorce, Richardson continued to have relationships with other women, but those close to him knew that he was bisexual. However, he never publicly acknowledged his sexual orientation until a pivotal event took place. In the later years of his life, when Richardson was diagnosed with HIV, he publicly admitted his sexual orientation. This was not just a revelation about his private life, but also a significant turning point in his personal journey. This admission not only shed light on a hidden aspect of his life, but also showcased his courage in living authentically. Although Richardson had kept much of the truth about his sexuality hidden throughout his career, this admission became a symbol of openness and acceptance. It marked an important moment not only in his public life but also in his private life, as he was finally able to live true to himself. Tony Richardson's story is a prime example of how one's career and personal life can intersect, especially in the entertainment industry, where many artists face societal and public expectations. Ultimately, the freedom to acknowledge one's identity allowed him to find peace within himself. Through his contributions to cinema and his personal strides in self-acceptance, Tony Richardson helped pave the way for others in the LGBTQ+ community to live authentically and more freely. His story is a reminder that no matter how many challenges or difficulties one faces, everyone deserves to live true to their essence. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss other fascinating videos. See you in the next video. Barry Manilow, The Courageous Journey to Live. True to himself. Did you know that Barry Manilow, the music legend, has a story that's not only inspiring on stage but also very unique in his personal life? First, let me tell you a bit about Barry's life. When he was very young, just 21 years old, he married Susan Dexler. But that marriage didn't last long, only 2 years. And the main reason was that Barry was too focused on his music career at the time. Can you imagine a famous person like Barry having to sacrifice his personal life for his passion for his career? But this is just the beginning of the story. Barry Manilow, the man we know for his timeless songs, lived part of his life hiding his sexual orientation. For many years, he kept this truth hidden. And it wasn't until he was 73 years old that Barry decided to publicly reveal that he was gay. This wasn't easy, but it marked an important turning point in his life. I believe many people in the LGBTQ+ community and those struggling with themselves will find strength from Barry's courage. After years of hiding, Barry found his true love. And one wonderful thing is that after more than 40 years together, in 2014, Barry and his partner got married, making their relationship public. This was a memorable moment, not only for them, but for all who followed this story. Can you imagine the happiness they felt when they were finally able to live true to themselves? What I truly admire about Barry is how he lived authentically, without fear or worry about what others would think. That is the powerful message he brings to all of us. that true love has no boundaries and no one can stop you from living the way you want. Barry's story isn't just a lesson in courage. It's also an inspiration for those struggling to accept themselves. Think about it. If you were Barry, could you have done what he did? Thank you for listening to this special story, and if you feel inspired by it, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below the video.
So it's like a kilt, a waistcoat, and a jacket. And my friend said to me, "Oh, that's lovely. What tartan is that?" And I said,
Alan Cumming, the courageous journey to live true to himself and find true love. Alan Cumming is one of the standout names in the entertainment industry, not only for his talent, but also for his inspiring and courageous journey of living true to himself. Today, I want to share with you his special story, a story that's not only about his career, but also about his process of self-acceptance. Before becoming a prominent name on stage and screen, Alan went through significant personal challenges. He was once married to actress Hilary Lyon, and they had a relationship that lasted over 8 years. However, like many couples, they couldn't overcome the challenges in their lives and eventually separated. But that wasn't the end. Alan Cumming had another relationship that lasted 2 years after his divorce, and it was at this moment that a major turning point in his life occurred. For many years, Alan kept his sexual orientation hidden. He is bisexual, but due to societal barriers and stigma at the time, coming out was not easy for him. But at a crucial point in his life, Alan decided to speak his truth and admitted that he was bisexual. That was a courageous decision, marking an opening of his heart and freedom in his life. After coming out, Alan found true love with Grant Shar. The couple got married in 2012, and they have been happily together ever since. What's remarkable about Alan's story is that not only did he find love, but he also found peace and freedom in living true to himself. Alan Cumming's story is a testament to the power of freedom, courage, and love. It reminds us that no matter how society imposes its views, everyone has the right to live authentically and love in their own way. His journey is not only a personal one, but also a pioneering act in creating change for the LGBTQ+ community. Thank you for following this inspiring story. Please share your thoughts on this journey in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss more interesting stories.
The rhythm and blues have a baby, and they called it and named it rock and roll.
Little Richard. The journey of self-discovery and the revelation of his sexual orientation. Little Richard, a music legend, left a profound mark on the history of world music. But beyond his artistic achievements, his personal life is filled with fascinating and complex stories that few people know about. One of the pivotal moments in Richard's life was his marriage to Ernestine Campbell in 1959. Although this marriage lasted only 4 years, it raised questions about his romantic life. However, what's noteworthy is that despite Richard and Ernestine having a seemingly ordinary marriage, rumors about his same-sex relationships from his youth began to surface. It's hard to imagine, but these secrets were revealed when Richard was still very young. His sexual orientation remained hidden, but rumors started circulating and piqued people's curiosity. What really happened during Richard's early years, before he became famous? Despite his success in music, he had to face many questions about his identity. At one point, it became clear that Richard had been involved in same-sex relationships that he had never publicly disclosed. This was a part of his life that little Richard had tried to keep secret for many years. Finally, in 1972, little Richard decided to share his truth with the public. In a famous interview with Penthouse magazine, he openly admitted that he was gay. This decision opened a new chapter in Richard's life, as he no longer had to hide who he was. While this revelation came as a surprise, it marked a significant moment in his life, especially when looking back at the history of world music. From a societal and cultural standpoint at the time, little Richard's decision to come out was truly a groundbreaking step. It reflected the significant changes in how we view and accept people in society. Richard's life was not only about music, but also about the courage to confront his own identity and sexual orientation. Despite facing numerous challenges in both his career and personal life, Little Richard stood firm and secured his place in the world of music. His courage to live authentically made him an icon, not only in music, but also in advocating for the rights of the LGBTQ+ community. What do you think about Little Richard's story? If you were in his shoes, would you have the courage to publicly reveal your truth like Richard did? Please share your thoughts in the comments below this video. Thank you for following and joining us on this journey to explore these inspiring stories. The bold steps and quests for freedom taken by individuals in the LGBTQ+ community are truly valuable lessons in courage and staying true to oneself. We hope you will continue to follow us so you don't miss the next exciting and surprising stories. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share this video to help spread these meaningful messages. Thank you, and see you next time.